Kara here at the Red Door with Maylene. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves and go ahead and see how.
Hello, I'm Matt with Maylene.
I'm Kelly, play guitar with Maylene.
Kelly, what's going on? Alright. So how did you guys go about getting openers for this tour?
Well, I guess when we were in Australia, we got a long list. We kind of decided we wanted to do a tour like this. So we got a long list of names, and we just kind of narrowed it down. And, you know, we had some people lined up, and just different things happened, and just all the cards fell in place for the guys that are on this tour now to join us. So, yeah.
All right. And what are some of your favorite bands that you've ever played with?
Favorite band so far?
So far.
I would say As I Lay Dying was really cool. Warped Tour was awesome. I mean, you got to see a lot of on that festival. I mean, the Amberlin guys that we've known for years and finally been able to see and play with again.
Clutch.
Yeah, Clutch. Yeah, Clutch was a huge tour for us this year, which was awesome. So big fans of theirs. So.
If you could compose your dream tour of any of the bands that you could, who would it be?
Mastodon.
For me, I would probably say maybe Metallica. You know, I mean, that's a huge stage to be on. Foo Fighters.
AC/DC.
Yeah, AC/DC. I mean, those are some of our favorite bands growing up. So, you know, obviously with any of them would be awesome.
All right. What's some of your accomplishments as a band that you really are proud of?
I think being able to do this full time is definitely the biggest accomplishment. Kind of like as a musician, that's what you achieve to do. So us being able to be here tonight is big for us. You know, every time we go out on a tour, it's a blessing, and that's probably one.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. Like, just, you know, we're older guys, so for us to be able to have longevity in the market where it's getting younger and younger. And yeah, we feel old, but at the same time, we're still, I mean, we've toured 9 months this year, so it's enabled us to continue to see success and see new fans and just grow as a musical group and expand. It's been awesome.
All right. Did you leak any news that nobody else knows about?
We hit the studio December 1st. When's the slot?
They know that.
Oh,
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, we can't tell you that yet.
I don't know. Like, we don't really have much news. We usually are pretty open about everything. Writing new material, it's kind of tough to dive into that because we have our own opinions about it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we're point on. So it's going to be Southern, it's going to be rockin', and it's going to be called Number 3. So
Very cool.
Actually, that is, no one knew that yet. So
oh, there
you go. There's
new
the
record will be called Number 3. There you have it.
All right. All right. What is your songwriting process?
Stressful on the road.
Stressful is the key word there. I would think pretty much like for us, like we come up with different ideas, we just record different ideas and then try to work off songs per idea. Sometimes we have half songs completed or full songs completed and bring to the guys, and then we all make our own little changes. But typically it's us writing little parts and combining parts and then structuring and getting everyone together and making it work that way.
All right. What do you guys really think of the other band?
Oh, we really like them. I think this has probably been, I mean, I think every tour we've done this year has been really good and a blessing in a way where, like, we haven't really been stuck with the typical, like, butts that you get on tour sometimes. And, I mean, with these guys, it was a good way to finish out the year for us. They're just really, I mean, we could honestly say that they're, you know, probably end up being good friends of ours. Stay in contact with them. They all play good music. It's a very diverse tour. And I mean, we're kind of happy about that too. So nothing but good things.
What's the strangest thing that you've ever experienced on tour?
Strangest thing I've ever experienced. Well, this tour itself, we had a competition to see who could eat a whole jar of mayonnaise.
Two.
And our guitar player Jake decided that he wanted to partake, so he ate a whole jar of mayonnaise, and then he had to pour water in it, so he had to fill water up halfway and shake it all around, and the jar had to be clean. So he had to keep it down for 10 minutes, and he got $50. So after 10 minutes passed up, he said, you know what, I'm gonna go on, I'm gonna play, but I'm gonna feel real sick, let me just throw up now. So like, fine, so stuck his finger in his throat, threw up, and then the drummer for Confide was given $40, $40 to take a plastic spoonful of his throw up, and he had to eat it. And it was it was a combination of the food that Jake had eaten, which was like raviolis and salad, and mayonnaise.
Priceless.
So yeah, that was an experience. I didn't personally experience, but I tried to film it. I couldn't even watch filming. I was like, I had to turn my head.
That's pretty gross. All right, what are your most listened to bands on your iPod?
Me right now is a guy by the name of Chris Taylor. He's actually from Destin, so not far from here. He's a worship leader that, you know, a new guy that came out on the market about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. And for me, it's a huge thing for me, you know, to be able to have that time for myself.
Mine would be probably a combination of Clutch. Probably play a lot of Clutch.
Yeah.
Pete Yorn. And an old band called Super Drag. Yeah.
What song of yours do people usually exert the most energy to?
Caution, dangerous curves ahead.
Figures. What city has the most real people?
Oh, that's interesting.
I wouldn't say city as more as areas. I mean, for me, I think it's more like the South, and not so much as like true South of like Texas and Louisiana and Mississippi. Like, there seems to be a lot more community-driven people in that kind of realm of when you drive by, people wave. You know, if you're stuck on the side of the road, they stop. If you go up north and out west, people just like honk, honk, get out of my way. You know, it's a little different. So.
I'll let him take the heat for that. I stay out of it. New Yorkers.
Oh. All right. What plans do you have for the future of the band?
Well, we're going to recording. That'll take us through about the middle of February. And then we do Soundwave Fest, and that's pretty just close up. I think long distance future, we would like to be that band that our fans grow old with, you know, and like, you know, when we went out with Clutch, they've been doing it since like 1990, 91. You know, their fans all started out young, 18, 20 years old, and now they're in the mid-30s. And it was like kind of a eye-opening thing to say, you know, like, Maylene could be this in 15 years. You know, like, we'd like to stick with it, you know, and like, eventually have our fans, you know, like I said, grow old, bring your kids out, you know, enjoy it. Just kind of be that long band that just, we don't want to be the band that sticks around, like, we're like, all right, it's time for you guys just to give it up, you know, but we want to always bring something fresh to the table, and like, hopefully we'll do that. We'll see.